Hi everybody, welcome back to our week review of BBAL, but this is very special because we finally have a name. So drum roll please. Welcome back to the Sport Court Report. Shout out to Kurt Goldbach for the name. I really appreciate you leaving a comment. The only person that left us a comment. But hey, we love the name. It was overall, like, we all agreed that was just gonna happen. Spot on. That's exactly what we needed. So Kurt, thank you. So welcome to the Sport Court Report. I'm Toby Prime B-Ball Report on Twitter. We got Johnny Bessaker, of course, and our new guest, fan favorite of the Tropics, Bubba Dubs. Bubba, man, welcome. How we doing?
You. Great. Happy to be here. It's a pleasure, Jeff. Toby, sorry. Great to be here. I'm a little nervous. Sorry, first time on the air. So happy to be here. Very excited. Ready to get into everything we have to offer.
Yeah, of course. I'm a little upset we didn't bring on Devin or anybody from the Woodpeckers because we were kind of keeping that streak alive, Johnny. But honestly, Bubba's a great substitute.
We played him.
Yeah, you
so,
I
guess we're kind of.
So I guess when we get into that, we can kind of talk a little bit about that. But anywho, another great week of BBAL action. We only have one team left undefeated, and we have two teams still defeated. And the rest of the teams are hovering right there at 1-2 or 2-1. Anything we want to get into generally about the week that you saw out there before we go game by game, Johnny?
I would say in general, I think it was one of our rougher weeks shooting-wise. All around, teams seemed to struggle from the floor. But, that's where defense and the little things in basketball come into play, and that's why I think some of the teams who got the win. And we are going to be missing Tony's photos this week. But we got Max.
Yeah, shout out Max. We had one post go pretty...
We had two.
Yeah,
the past two reels. They were a combined 26 seconds. But a combined 10,000 views.
That's
what I'm talking about.
Great for the league.
Yeah.
Great for the league. So shout out Max for that. All right, well, let's just get right into it. First game, Woodpeckers versus Dragons. Before we get into any stats, just want to say Cole Ports made his debut, and he had me cracking up. He does this little, pack thing, and I don't know what it was about it, but, man, I think it was cracking me up. And I really hope, for the sake of Max, Cole could get a 3, and we could get that on film. But, hey, we still got plenty of weeks to come, and Cole can get to that. Woodpeckers have started off. They're our team of the week. They came out very strong. I mean, they took advantage of unknown player not being there for the Dragons. And Dragons, they definitely have, some things to work on as far as trying to, replace what that player was, an unknown player. But Woodpeckers surely did take advantage of it. I mean, we had Devin, as I'm looking at the box score, Devin had 23. Nevin had 23, and Trey had 20. I mean, 3 players and 20 points. That's definitely going to get you the dub. Trey also had 12 rebounds. And am I seeing this correctly? 16 boards for Devin Atkinson. 8 on defensive, 8 offensive. I mean, and 6 assists. I mean, great performance. I mean, I think he was number 2 as far as our Trout CPA part of the week, but we'll get into whoever got that. But, I mean, for starters, Johnny, this game, what were you thinking about this?
Well, I will go on record saying I thought they were going to win. And I think they proved exactly why. We know Devin's a different beast after a loss, and he showed that. He's our reigning MVP. We know that. And when this team gets 3 players and 20 points, I can't remember that happening this season.
No.
Very seldomly last season. And they did this all without Ja Angle. So, I mean, this team's scary. They're coming for the crown that they just came up short on last year. And their role players step up for them. They got Dylan, who's a great player for them. He gets steals, a lot of assists. Kenny Huon's playing big for him. And we know what Cole Ports is. He is the only coach in this league that's actually a player. Shout out Lancaster Catholic.
Yeah. No, seriously. I mean, and you don't really, that's the beauty of what a team is. That's what makes a great team. You need to have that guy who can set aside and really kind of be like that anchor on the bench and can tell people what he's seeing on the bench. And I heard Cole a lot. I sat right next to their bench, and I heard him a lot preaching. And great addition. Woodpeckers, they look solid. I mean, they like you said, Devin came out after a loss, and he wasn't even there last weekend, and he was like, hey, slow down, BBAL, daddy's home. So good for the Packers. Bubba, anything you want to say about this game?
Yeah, I mean, shout out my man Nevin Roman. I see 45% from 3, looking like Steph Curry out there. That's my guy. Shout out Nevin. So, I mean, did his thing, 5 for 11. You know, that's beautiful. It's beautiful.
He was hitting those like late too. Like he was.
He got hot late.
He got hot real
So
late.
pulled him away.
I was because I know in the first half, I mean, not like he wasn't playing bad, but he wasn't up there as far as scoring wise, box score. But he started coming up late, and they made that push, and so it's 20-point lead.
On the topic of the Dragons, one of the 3 teams that only had 5 guys today, or yesterday, and I would just like to mention that they did play hard. Actually, they had 6. I
They had
take it
6.
back.
Yeah.
We may edit that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all right.
But Jebby really showed out for them, stepping up in a big role where unknown players gone. Like, we knew those were going to be big shoes to fill. I'm not really worried about this team. They're great. You know, we had Kevin thrown up on the sidelines. They may have been
That was puke and rally.
Yeah, so...
And they didn't have Jock Reeves either.
Yeah,
You know.
he had a boxing match. I don't even know if he won. I hope he did. But Kevin and Dwayne, we know what type of basketball players they are. They're gonna get theirs. You know, 16 and 8, somewhere around those lines.
Yeah.
One of them could pop off, and you know, Andrew McCready's did his thing too, and Mike Myers, unsung hero.
Not to fecal on any players, but I'm seeing McCready's and Michael Myers both 25% under shooting, and both 0 for 2 and 0 for 4 in threes. So maybe get the shots up a little bit before the game, gentlemen. Numbers looking a little low. 3 for 13, 3 for 12. I mean, I guess.
Are you scared of them?
Of who?
The Dragons.
No, absolutely not.
No?
Not worried. I mean, well, obviously we'll get to my team later, but in terms of who I'm worried about, not worried about one of them, absolutely not. But we'll get to that.
All right. Well, speaking of your team, Bubba, you were the next up. Tropics 8 Balls. You get a great win. What was it? 68-52. They came off of Trout CPA Player of the Week. Ross coming out strong, talking a lot after the game. But you get Brad back, you get Denny back, and you get Groff making his debut, and you come out and win. I mean, tell me about it, dude. How did it feel? Tell me what you're thinking about right now.
I mean, it felt great to get the W. You know, you come off the L week before to the Bullies, but as you said, you know, we didn't have our star captain. You know, didn't have other Atkinson, didn't have Austin Groff who made his debut. And, you know, we started rough in the first half, can't lie. I mean, don't want to make excuses and say it was the sun that we were shooting in the first half, but, I mean, did have a rough first shooting half. But, you know, I think, you know, the name of our game is really, like, selflessness. If I had to choose one word to describe our team, you know, obviously we have our main scorers in Ty Crespo and Brad, but, you know, I think anyone on our team has the ability to get the ball and score, and I think we really showed that. You know, we had a lot of our players score. You know, shout out Luke Miller. You know, shot the 3. You know,
He broke his record for most points
He
in
did.
the game.
He showed out.
Yeah, he did.
absolutely.
He did.
I think he did. So I mean,
And
I think no.
I'm just gonna say, you
yeah.
almost had a double-double here.
Yeah, Bubba.
8 points, 10 rebounds. Come
8
on
points,
now.
10 rebounds, man.
Close. I know.
Most improved player.
Yeah, you're coming for that crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever is in competition for that crown, what do you say to them?
Listen, I mean, obviously, the biggest, you know, trophy wise, what I'm aiming for is a chip. You know, it's a team sport.
Yeah.
I'm coming for that team
But is it?
championship. Absolutely. I think, you know, we want the chip more than anything. You know, the Tropics, we've been grinding, really coming for it. But, however, if we are talking about these individual awards, you know, personally, compared to last year, I think my highest game scored was like 3 points. I had a lot of 0 bombs last year. So, I mean, definitely compared to last year, I think I have improved a lot. So,
Is that a shot at the Bullies, you're saying?
that's 100% a shout out to the Bullies.
You're saying they didn't let you be the player you are.
I think that has a lot to do with it, John. I'm not
Really?
gonna lie to you. Yeah, you know, they
Is it toxic over there?
saying they held me back is an understatement. I
Oh.
believe, truly. And although, and again, they did beat us. I got to give credit where credit is due. However, again, we didn't have some of our star players, and you know, I would absolutely love to see them again.
And
Later this
it's
season.
toxic over there. You said that,
Yeah,
right?
it's toxic.
100% toxic. Toxicity level 100, if you will.
Okay.
Who do you
Absolutely.
think is like the ringleader over there? Like, what do you think it stems from?
There's a lot. I think
You don't have to say.
Yeah,
but
you don't have
Yeah.
to.
I'm not going to give any names, but the Cruz brothers,
Ooh.
the biggest instigators, I think I know. They chime in a lot, throw some little things out there that just bring the negativity around, and they are on a roll right now. Got to give them credit, but yeah, a lot a lot of negativity, had me feeling down about myself. And the Tropics, we're a great group of guys. We all just bring each other up, and I think that's why we're also doing well.
All right, we can go back to the Bullies.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this. I mean, Brad had
sorry.
the second triple-double
in BBAL history.
Yeah, which is...
guess who he's related to? The other guy who had the triple-double.
Really?
Devin.
No way.
So
Those Atkinson bros are taking over the BBAL.
Well, I don't know what to say about Brad. I mean, we all know how exceptional he is. And he didn't even have to do it on the scoring end this week.
Yeah, he didn't.
I mean, so many ways, facilitating, rebounding, just controlling the pace of the game. Beautiful to watch him play. But on the 8-ball side, I think we're going to have this conversation, 3 weeks in a row now. They're going to need some help.
Yeah.
I mean, Ross and Callan, you guys are doing amazing. I love what Rob, Joe, Danny Biondolo bring to the table. I mean, great energy guys. They just do a lot of the work that Ross and Callan don't care to do, talking trash.
Yeah.
Getting under people's skin, just getting some nitty-gritty plays. But they are going to need another guy. And Chris Richards, I think he's a spark plug for them.
Mm-hmm.
I think once he gets his feet under him and starts to work a little more, it's going to come naturally. Great point guard for St. Anne's. That's my point guard right there.
Speaking of feet and Chris Richards, what kind of kicks is he wearing on a week-to-week basis?
Soccer kicks, now Air Maxes.
Now Air Maxes. What's maybe
Gonna roll an ankle.
If he wore actual basketball shoes, maybe he'd be a little bit better. JK, I'm just kidding, Chris. All love there. But yeah, and also important to note, Joe Stengel wasn't there, and as we saw before, the reason why they won was because Joe was there. So
process of which you guys lost last week, you come in, win big today. What'd you guys do to prepare for today's game?
Who knows if Joe's here and what the outcome is, but he wasn't, and they lost. Tropics get the dub. On to the next. You want to say something, Bubba? Saw that? You want to say one more thing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what we were saying about this. Like, if someone else was there, I mean, didn't really matter. Anyone could have been there. They could have had any other subs. We really showed out as a team, and I think that it's going to show in the future and the rest of the season how.
But weren't you saying earlier that if you had another player against the Bullies, you probably would have won?
Me?
Yeah.
You come off the L week before to the Bullies, but as you said, we didn't have our star captain. Didn't have other Atkinson, didn't have Austin Groth who made his debut. Look, I don't want to get into this whole thing.
Okay. We'll move it on to the Bullies here. The Bullies, the undefeated team of the league still, led by MVP candidate really right now, probably my front runner, but he's been dropping off as of recently. Denzel Capacelli, a.k.a. Congo Jesus.
Yeah.
He dropped 19. Colby, making his one and only game, although there is some talk out there that he'll be back for playoffs. He dropped 16, shooting 60% from the three. And then we got Eric Goldbach, who dropped 12, and Liam, who also had 8, and another 14 rebound performance. I mean, Bullies, they're dominating right now. They're absolutely dominating, and what scares me is I'm going to say this right now, I don't think a team in the league can beat the Bullies right now.
Okay.
But there's only one team that can beat them.
Themselves.
They just, and I know everybody keeps saying it, but it's so true. The amount of bickering I heard, not even against the other team, which I thought was going to happen, to each other on the bench. It's just, it seems very toxic whenever you sub out, which is not what you want. You want to be able to sit down, regroup, talk to the players, and be like, hey, this is the game plan moving forward. But they're just yelling at each other. Yeah. They're winning. They have had a little bit of a light schedule, I might say so far. I mean, Tropics, with all due respect, they did not have Brad and Denny there with a couple top players, but they can't be beat right now. With all that being said, they have a very dominant team led by a very dominant scorer. Yeah. And they get rebounds. They just look so dominant. I don't know if you want to chime in on anything, Johnny, but
I would just like to say that I think this week they cemented themselves as the villain of the league.
Oh, 100%.
The heel. Every league needs a heel, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Last year is the Link Show. There's a team that everybody hates. I think the Bullies are that team, but I think they embrace that the best they can, and they aren't scared of anybody. But like you said, as a team that should be getting a lot of respect right now for being 3-0 in this league, highly competitive, it's very impressive. They look incredible, but You know, on this show we like to pick out the negatives. I think they do have some negatives going on.
Oh no, not
internally.
Some, a lot. They have a lot of negatives.
But they look great.
They do look great.
I don't think they will lose unless something happens between them. I think they're my favorites to win the championship. They're so well balanced. I think they're going to take it off. They don't implode.
Yeah, no, I agree. But
I think they just overall they bring a lot of energy, and when that energy turns negative, bad things can happen. Obviously.
Yeah.
However, you know, on the other end, when they hype each other up and they get a lot of positive energy, you know, good things happen. You know, defensive get the rebounds, get a steal. Offensive, they score. You know, their bench is very electric. You know, Kurt Goldbach, you know, very electric. You know, voice for him. But it also, like we said, can turn negative, and they, like you said, can be their own worst enemy. So a lot of energy there for them.
We'll see. Energy is a great word for them.
yeah, that's literally what they all bring.
Yeah.
All of them, each and every one of them. I mean, I love the squad guys, but I just think it's written in the book that a downfall will happen. And that will happen.
That's not just us.
That's not just us.
I think the whole league sees it.
They are a problematic team, let me tell you.
Oh, no.
They, because Kurt is on that team. I think it's just a mix. No one on that team really gets along, and I find it so interesting they fight with each other and not other teams. You know what I'm saying? If they could redirect their anger.
biggest problem is themselves.
Yes, they all fight with each other constantly.
So you wouldn't say they have like good team chemistry?
No. Like, I feel like most of the teams bond over their hatred for other teams, but they're doing well somehow, but they just have too much, they have no chemistry, they're just angry with each other. I'm sorry, it's too long.
I think the whole league sees it as well, which I think is why, you know, when they I saw they tried to go at Mackay for a little bit and trying to get in his head. I mean, he just kept on answering, but like, you know, at the end of the day, Gremlins, they need a lot of help as well, more than the 8 balls, I would say.
Senior week killed them.
Senior week did kill them. Senior week killed them for sure. But they did keep it close. With all due respect, they did keep it close. And
Mackay MVP candidate.
Yeah, he is. I mean, I know that he's on a defeated squad, and that kind of hurts. You know, you don't really want to give an MVP to a team that hasn't won a game yet. But I mean, 29 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals. Like, he shot, you know, not really too well, but all right from the line. But at that point, you know, they were just starting to double and press him, and they started figuring out the pick and roll, and that he couldn't score without the pick and roll. So, all credit to Mackay. He's having a great year so far. And Gavin, I know he's trying to be that number 2 guy, like how Callan is. But the Bullies, man, they look so good. So good. But toxic.
Very toxic at times.
So toxic. Last game, another great game, but also kind of a poor offensive shooting game and very low scoring. But a win is a win. Titans, Johnny, beat the Lang Show, 45-41. You didn't foul out this week, which was always great. But you dropped 17. Chupik had 14. And Andy with, I think, a pivotal and important game. Very
most
impactful.
improved. He's my candidate.
He's your candidate?
I think he is showing out.
Get a comment.
Listen, I'm not.
Listen, I respect, you know, trying to gas up and root for your own team. Obviously, he is improving, you know, great player. So I'm not going to, you know, again, fecal on him. You know, I think he's a great player and he's improved his game. So we'll see how the rest of the season goes. I'm not going to.
Okay.
Okay.
Disrespectful.
To talk about the game, though, I think we knew what this game was going to be. A grudge match.
Yeah.
You know, we played against them in the playoffs. They knocked us out. I wouldn't say there's any bad blood, but we have there's some beef there. You know, there's some kids that don't like each other on each team. Now,
Can I say any names?
It's not me, I can tell you that. I'm a loving guy.
All right.
You know, I love everybody on the team. I try to be that guy, but there's some guys on the team that don't like each other, and that's fine.
Oh, yeah?
You know, we play basketball. We get heated with each other. Terrible night shooting from both teams. But I think what showed with our team, we ran it 3-2. It was dominant. With the 2 big men down low with Noah and Chupik, I mean, how are you going to move those guys?
Yeah, can't.
It's a tough ask. And yeah, you know, luckily they didn't have a great night shooting. I know if things changed, they maybe would have beat us if they shot a little better, but you know.
Yeah.
We played on a Sunday, and Sunday was the day they didn't have a great game. So.
Hey, let it be known, first team in BBL history to win with 0 subs. That's quite impressive. 5 guys, all 40 minutes. You know,
exhausting.
I bet it was. I bet you had a nice little ice bath and you were watching that
Yeah.
Warriors Celtics game. I bet.
But Lang Show, y'all started out 0-3 last year. I'm not worried about that. I'm saying in regards to their team, I wouldn't want to play them in the playoffs because I think they're going to bounce back and make some noise in the playoffs. We'll see. I think they're a great team. They shouldn't be concerned with themselves.
Do you think they're better than the Gremlins?
The only reason I say that is because they have championship DNA.
Okay.
They are a team that has potential to run it back. I don't think people should be concerned with their record right now.
2 straight games without Scott Slade.
Yeah,
Finals
big player
MVP.
for them.
That's a huge
I'm
player.
sorry, Bubba. I was taking your time.
Go ahead, Bubba. What do you want to say about that? What do you want to say about these 2 teams?
Obviously, like you said, low scoring. A lot of missed shots. Between both teams. Just want to say something to Mark Goldbach. Am I allowed to say his name?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know you were abroad in like Shanghai or another country, but we have a term here in the States called respect. And I'm gonna be honest, we didn't see that out of you last night with the refs. And these men come here to ref our games, and if you're gonna treat them like that, then you can go back to Turkey or wherever you were at a couple weeks ago. So that's all I have to say about that game.
Okay.
All right. I mean, fair enough.
All right. I respect that.
I respect it.
And as he should too, but maybe he'll learn next week.
And shake hands with the players. Come on now.
Yeah.
Oh.
The players didn't do anything.
Yeah.
If you're mad at the refs, don't shake the hand. Don't shake the refs.
It's all
That's
love.
the players, but
It's all love. I can understand getting heated.
But hey, heat of the moment. It's all good. With all that being said, again, shout out to the Woodpeckers for being our BBAL Team of the Week. And with all the players and stats being said, we'd like to announce the Trout CPA Player of the Week, Brad Atkinson.
That's what he's got.
Man on the Tropics, 15
guy.
points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, and 3 steals. Got the win for the Tropics. Second triple-double in BBAL history. So congrats to you, Brad, and congrats to the Tropics. And to you, Bubba.
Yeah, I just want to say after the game, we were all talking, and I think it was Austin who came up to Brad and was like, yo, you dropped a triple-double? My man's Brad had no idea. He was like, really?
That's a true.
My
a
man's
true
just
leader.
dropping a triple-double and doesn't even realize he's
Wow.
doing it. That's incredible. That's impressive, to say the least.
I just have a quick question for you. Would he have done this without you on the floor?
Absolutely. I think I contribute some. I think I contribute some to the team, absolutely. But even without me, he would have got even more boards. I think he would have also found just as many people. I know he fed me for a couple assists that I gave him, but he easily could have scored, rebounded, and got the assist to get a triple double, if not even more, than the stats he already had without me. So, shout out Brad, my captain, absolutely.
Love it.
Love it. Any final thoughts on the weekend, gentlemen? Something you want to get off your chest?
Great week.
Great week. Yeah, I agree.
Great week.
I concur.
Absolutely.
I think he has something in your chest.
Oh, Bubba, don't hold it back.
Listen. I think the Bullies are a great team. 3-0, like we said, only undefeated. They have a lot of talent, offensive, defensive wise. Talking about this energy. However, one thing I just wanted to, point out.
As he rolls to the stats here.
They played back-to-back teams with only 5 players. No subs in the last 2 weeks.
Wow.
So they're playing some gassed teams outside in the heat from those rays from the sun. And I'm not gonna make excuses for my team or, the team that they just beat this week.
Something to look at.
But that is most definitely something to look at and take into consideration for the hype behind this team. And again, all due respect, I think they're a great team, even if they played people with subs. But definitely look out for them and who they play in the weeks to come, and if they do see us again.
I think that's a good thing to mention because I do have a bone to pick with a player on the Bullies. And it's not someone you might think.
Okay, I'm interested.
Congo Jesus. Congo Jesus comes out.
Your MVP favorite.
My MVP favorite. And this is all constructive criticism. I want you to take this the right way, Denzel. But the first week, I'm talking to you personally, right now. The first week, you dropped 38 points. Had an MVP performance. Then the next week, you take on the depleted Tropic squad, telling me you're going to hold Ty Crespo to 15 points, and you don't do that. He drops 20 on you. And then you come out and drop 18 points this week against the Gremlins? The Gremlins? And you trying to say you're the best player in the league? Come on now. Stop that. Do better. Do better.
I'm glad you got that off your chest.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That was good.
I just had to let him know. I expect better. Yeah, I expect better. I know he wants to do better, but I see him in warm-up lines. You know, he's a little cocky. I like that, but I like that in a player. But you know, you got to perform at the end of the day. And if you're gonna come out and drop 38, then lie to me, and then have 18 points. I don't know. It's disappointing. It's disappointing when I'm rooting for you. So I just had to get that off my chest.
No, I understand.
One time. But Congo Jesus, I mean, good job on the win. Undefeated. Best team in the league. Good for you. All right. With all that being said, let's move on to the top plays of this weekend.
Coming in at number 10, Eric Goldbach with the block. Get that out of my face.
Number 9, we're going to the Tropics here. We got Brad gets the rebound. He launches one full court to Jay Bake, looking like Aaron Rodgers with that throw.
For the triple-double, too.
For the triple-double.
Here we go. At number 8, we got Tyler Creswell with his first appearance on the top 10, but this time it's for a little lay action over 2. Bangarang.
Coming in at number 7, we got Rouse the Sauce Boss with the tough, saucy pass to Callan, who finishes with the lay.
Ooh, that was nice. Ross the Sauce Boss. I kind of like that. Coming in at number 6, we got the Woodpeckers here. Oh, make sure you got your eyes on Devin, because if you don't, he's going to do that. Tough lay. Atkinson. Wow.
Super tough. Number 5, we got my teammate, Joseph Chupik. Nobody boxes him out when there's 3 in the lane. Gets a tough lay in the clutch.
Coming in at number 4, we got Kobe Carr on the Bullies. Drives in, gets the lay, and beats the buzzer.
Wow. Have a week, Kobe. Number 3, we have a little quick here steal. Quick hands for Eric. He finds Kobe. Kobe with another long pass to Liam. Liam gets the tough lay to fall. Bully basketball, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. At number 2, we got the Woodpeckers again. Trey, we all know he's a beast in the paint, but why do you try him? He says, get that out of here, and send him to the floor.
And the number 1 play of the week, Tyler Air Crespo, time winding down, gets up and jams it for the finish. Tropics win.
You teach him that?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. No, that dunk, though, that rattled me. The crowd loved that. Ty, thank you for bringing us a dunk this
Absolutely.
week.
That could be number 1 at the end of the year.
It could be number 1 in the year. Stay tuned. And you said what? Is his first time on? He gets 2 plays?
Wow.
Good for the kid. Good for the kid. All right. That week, we're done with week 3. Let's move on to week 4 here. First game of the week. Tropics. Bubba, your Tropics. Versus defeated Gremlins. How you feeling?
You know, even though they're defeated, you know, I don't think you can take any team in this league lightly. You know, obviously, my own team, I'm going to want to go with us, and that's absolutely my pick, you know, being I think we have a full roster coming into this week. You know, we're going to look strong, you know, work as a team, and I think we come out with a W.
Bold prediction?
Bold prediction.
Triple-double for you?
No, not bold prediction. Another triple-double back-to-back weeks from Brad. I think he gets... I'm throwing this parlay, plus 300. Brad Atkinson, 5 plus 3-pointers, 25 plus points, 12 plus boards, 11 plus assists.
Wow.
Wow.
So game of the year,
Game of the
essentially.
year.
Or is he just going to keep getting better?
Guess time will only tell.
Ooh, baby. Johnny, how do you feel about this game?
Gremlins, I've said this before, they got a special place in my heart. They're a bunch of fighters. They got a lot of guys coming off senior week now. And will they be able to recover? I don't know, those young guns being out in the sun. I'm not even going to get into the other stuff.
All
We
the
don't
apple
know.
juice.
Yeah. But
Capri Suns.
I'm going with the Tropics. They look like a tremendous team. Brad and Tyler, I mean, how can you be better than that duo?
Yeah.
You got the role players stepping up, playing huge. They didn't even have Jackson this week. and he's been huge for them.
Yeah.
Denny, they say you play like Tim Duncan, and you're showing them why.
Yeah.
I got Tropics, but Gremlins, we're not sleeping on you. We know Makai's like that. We know Gavin's stepping up in that second role. Tony, Defensive Player of the Year candidate last year. I mean, they got pieces. It's just they all need to be there.
Yeah, I mean, with all due respect, I agree. I think Tropics win this game again. Like Makai, you're a beast, but I just don't think you're gonna be able to take down a two-headed monster that is Bubba and Luke Miller over here with the Tropics. JK, Brad and Tyler. I got Tropics easy here. I think they win by 30. I think
30.
that's my bold
That's
prediction.
your bold prediction.
I
I
think they win
forgot
by
to
30.
get mine.
Yeah.
I say Makai gets 30.
I think Makai gets 30.
I think he gets 30.
Okay, player of the week maybe.
Maybe.
You
know.
Okay. Well, Johnny, we'll stay with you here, though, for the next game. Titans Woodpeckers.
Last year we played this team. Devin hit a buzzer beater game winner. And I love Devin. He's my guy. Of course I'm going to take my team. I mean, that's just how it is. That's how you roll on the show. They're going to be a tough beat. They got great players. They're going to have Jack coming back this week. Like I said about the Tropics, the key teams in this league, their role players step up and know when to play. We're going to be ready to play, but it'll be a great matchup. I think it'll be a close one. I think we pull it out. And hopefully, Devin, you don't hit another game winner.
Bubba, over to you.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great matchup. Absolutely. It's definitely going to be a close game. I think it's going to come down to the wire. Maybe we even see some OT, if you will.
Ooh, okay. Free basketball on the sport court.
Absolutely. Everyone loves that. However, I think, I'm going to give it to the Woodpeckers, to be honest.
Bubba's packing. He's packing.
I think I am packing with going with the Woodpeckers. With that being said, my bold prediction, I think Johnny drops 6 threes.
I thought you were going to say 60.
And finishes with 30-plus points. Not so bold, but we'll say bold.
So, I made the mistake of counting you out last show against the Lang show. So, I'm not gonna do that again. I think you get the dub here. I think the Titans get the dub this weekend. All due respect to the Peckers, I think with you, I think Johnny gets not 6, not 7, but 8 3-pointers to fall. I think you go 8 for 12. I think you drop 35 plus. I think you're gonna be our player of the week. I think you're gonna put on. I think you're gonna put on pressure. I think you're gonna put on an amazing performance. But I think you guys get the win late. But it's gonna be a great game.
My bold prediction, I keep forgetting, Noah Thomas hits a 3.
I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Next, we got the Dragons and the 8 Balls. Bubba, I'll start with you here. How you feeling?
I think the Dragons, coming off a tough loss this past week, I think they're going to come back for revenge, try to bounce back, get the W. Yes, the 8 Balls are also coming off a loss. Ross, last week's player of the week, he's going to come for vengeance, try to get the W. I think Callan will do well. It's just a question of, can the rest of the team step up and do more to help them out on the offensive end? And I just think I can see the Dragons just outscoring them. I think the Dragons just going to run through the game. My bold prediction, Jebby, 4+ 3-pointers. I'm riding with you. I think you get hot from 3. They can't stop you. I'm saying Jebby drops 15+.
Big week for the Besker family.
Yeah.
Look like okay.
Invested.
Okay.
So I'm invested.
I'm gonna take this one before you do, John, if you don't mind.
That's all good.
Here's my bold prediction. I think this is a bold prediction. Maybe I think 8 Balls win. I think Dragons are very definitely the favorite heading into this one. Kind of a heavy favorite. I would assume Ja is playing. I don't know. It's like you'll find out the day before players are playing or not. I really don't know, but I think he's going to play. But I think I don't know. I just feel they might crumble in this game. They might sleep on the 8 Balls, and I think Ross, Rob, and Joe go to Grand Central Bagel again because they didn't go there last week. I think they go there again, and I think that's like their little secret recipe for success. So I think I give this one to the 8 Balls. I think this is going to be the upset of the week. But give me Callan and Ross combined for 70. Big
On
scoring
that point, my
Big
bold
scoring
prediction,
night.
I'll just go straight into it. I guess I'd throw on 40 pieces like they're nothing. I think Ross gets 40.
Yeah.
And I'm going to agree with you. I think the 8 Balls win. And the Dragons, look, this could be a play on words. It could be cliche. There's a lot of unknown.
Yeah.
Unknown players gone.
Yeah.
They had shoes to fill this week that they couldn't manage to fill, which understandable. But now they're coming in with another new player, with Ja coming in. I don't know if they'll be used to playing with him now without
Especially
unknown
2
player
weeks.
in the
Yeah.
mix.
Yeah.
Almost
especially-
slipped up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think Dragons are a great team.
Mhm.
It's just, again, we don't know how they're going to be playing together yet. I think it's going to be a very close game, but I think Ross will drop 40, give them the win. Callan's going to be great. You're going to have the role players step up. I think another bold. I'm going to double up on bold predictions for this
Ooh.
game. I think Chris gets 10-plus points.
Ooh.
And I think they come in clutch.
Ooh.
They're going to be a little gassed, I think. And Chris, he's a spark plug, man.
Yeah. He
That guy
is.
brings
absolutely.
it. But Dragons, you can prove me wrong if you want. You can talk all the hate. I love you guys. I love everybody. So
One-
I'm probably not good for prediction.
One thing I love about 8 Balls, though, well, this last thing I'll say, the chemistry and the hunger.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they have, and that's why I think they're going to win it. I don't think they want to be in the same conversations as the Gremlins and the Lang Show.
Mm-hmm.
I think they want to be in the same conversations with the Dragons, with the Titans,
Yeah.
with all these teams that are up on top. And I think they proved to the league that, hey, we deserve to be talked about. So,
For sure.
So I think the 8 Balls win that. Prime time, though. Prime time game. I think everybody's been waiting for this match.
This is the game of the year right now.
I do believe so. Bullies and Lang Show, defeated versus undefeated. The most hated team last year versus the most hated team this year. We got a lot of personalities on both sides of the floor. Johnny, I'm going to start with you because it seems like you got a lot on your
I
mind
do.
that you want to
I
say
do.
about this game.
It is probably going to be the most heated matchup in BBL history. I'm hyping this up like Dana White does with UFC. I think we're gonna have a technical. These teams, I'll say it. They may not even say it. They don't like each other.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of unsaid beef that will be shown on the court. There's a lot of chippiness to each of the teams that I think will be shown and put on a grand stage, our primetime game. I just think, I can't even say who I think's going to win. I'd say the Bullies pull it out, but a lot's at stake with the Bullies imploding here because I think if any team's going to make them, it's the Lang Show. Lang Show will get under their skin.
I like that.
but-
okay.
Both great teams. They're both going to be at full strength. I'm excited to see this. We're all going to be on the edge of our seats. We're going to be eating our popcorn. I'm ready.
Yeah. No,
We're going to need some extra security. Separate these teams.
I think you're right. We may even see a punch get thrown. I don't know. I mean, after seeing
I don't condone that.
I don't either. But after seeing Mark last week and hearing what Eric and Kurt had to say to each other on the bench, I don't know. Those Goldbach boys, I don't know, they might blow up. Who knows? I do agree. I like the tack call. This is going to be a game. Bubba, how you feeling about this? I know you don't really like the Bullies. You haven't really talked about the Lang Show. Tell the people. Get the feelings off your chest here right now. Let the people know.
Yeah, I've definitely been fecaling, if you will, on the Bullies a lot this whole entire show. But, I think they're a great team overall. I think the chemistry will be good, and especially in this matchup. All three Goldbachs playing on the court.
Oh.
I don't know how that's going to work out, which is why my bold prediction is I'm calling 3+ technicals in
Wow.
this game.
The more, give me a dead on, not just 3+. Give me a spot on.
Yeah, give me his.
I say Mark gets the first one. Less than 3 minutes later, Kurt gets another one. That's 2. And then I say either Grant or Kurt pick up the third
Okay.
and final technical.
Now I know we're talking about their aggression and their energy, but these are two great basketball.
Oh,
teams.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, these two
absolutely,
teams you do not want to play
No,
because
not
they
at
know how
all.
to play ball. They're efficient. They lock it down on defense, and they have immense talent. But I think in order to sell the show, in order to sell the game, we need to hype it up this way.
Yeah.
people don't want to hear the stats. We talk about numbers a lot here and there, but this show is to hype up this game, and this game will be the best game this year to watch.
Oh, I
It's gonna be
agree.
incredible.
I think this game determines both of the teams' destinies.
I agree.
I think if the Lank Show wins, it's a huge win because you knock off the number one team in the league, and now you're like, all right, boys, let's go. If we can beat this team, we can beat anybody else. Time the rally right now. And if the Bullies win, then they know, hey, we just beat the defending champs. Everybody's like, oh, this player's missing, this, that, blah, blah. We beat almost every team in the league thus far.
Yeah.
But if they lose, buddy, if they lose, they could explode as a team.
Yeah.
I think we're going to need security guards, not for them to fight the Lank Show, so they don't fight each other. This is going to be a crazy game. Energy's going to be all over the place. We're going to see, hopefully, maybe like there was this weekend, refs are going to let them play, but if they let them play, it could get a little out of hand. I don't even want to live tweet this game because I just want to enjoy it. I'm going to have to do my job here for the sake of the BBL, but oh my goodness, I'm very excited for this game. With all that being said, though, I think the Lank Show win it.
Wow.
I think the Lank Show win it. I think they finally get their first W. And why? Because I think Grant is going to tell those boys, listen, if we don't win this weekend, all y'all getting traded. I'm shitting you. I think it's gonna be like LeBron James, be like, you gone, and you're out of here.
Yeah.
Because I just and if they lose, then I don't know. Like maybe I gotta start saying the Gremlins are better than the Lank Show.
I would say, sorry to cut you off, the Bullies have a lot more to lose than the Lank Show. People are counting out the Lank Show right now. I don't know why. They're an awesome team. But the Bullies right now, people want them to lose. They don't think they can lose, but people want them to. And if you get the villain of the league to lose, all that pressure's on you. And we'll be able to see if they can take it. But, those guys, I don't think they can be beat. So that's why I pick them,
You said Bullies are gonna win?
I have the Bullies.
You have the Bullies? Alright, well I'll ride with the Lank Show. They gotta get one win. If they don't, then oh boy, man.
Do you have a best part of the parlay with Liam now?
Yeah, you had big games for Jeb.
I will throw this in. Liam Bessiker, 15 plus boards, 4 plus blocks.
Holy smokes!
And I'll give him the double-double. He gets 10.
Okay.
He gets 10.
I like that.
Absolutely. I don't know who's guarding you in the post, buddy. I'm rooting for you. Plus 500
Scott
odds.
playing this weekend?
I think so.
That's a big question.
Yeah, that's a big question because V plays. They're different. I don't know.
We could talk about this game for hours.
I honestly, we really could.
The Bullies have the most. I'm going to say another thing. The Bullies have the most unguardable players in the league. Who's guarding Denzel? Really nobody. Eric, who's guarding him? Really nobody. Who's boxing out Liam?
Nobody.
Really nobody. Let's not even mention the fact that this Bullies team doesn't even have Miles. Miles is supposed to be playing for them. He's not showing up. I mean, and they have Eli, an athletic freak, playing for them. They have the Cruz brothers, a reigning Rookie of the Year with Carmelo. And the big bodies, football guys. If I miss somebody... Oh, Kurt. I mean, that guy doesn't even need to play, and he still affects the game. By the way, I think he's the first player ever to be fully suited up and not play a game.
This is true.
But let's not take away...
He wears a Jason mask and doesn't play. Like, what's up with that?
He did affect the game, though. His trash talking, you can tell, affected. I mean, this team... As much as we point at their holes, they perform, and they prove us wrong week after week.
My bold prediction for the Lank Show: Curtis Canyon, 24 points for Kobe. I think he drops 24 in the win.
Wow.
I think he goes. I
can see it.
But that's me. All right, lock of the week.
Okay.
Johnny.
We'll try and make this quick. I'm sorry, we were talking a lot. I say a fan gets involved in this last game.
Fan gets involved. What do you mean?
Yeah, even a protest.
Any
haven't seen a protest
You haven't seen
yet.
a protest. Could be a protest. My lock of the week, nothing with aggression or fans.
Okay,
It's about pure ball.
Sorry.
Here, I'm gonna talk about pure ball.
Okay.
I think each one of these 4 games are decided by 5 or less points.
I like that.
I think they're all going to be close games this week. I think if you haven't caught a game either at the sport court or at the YouTube live stream, I think this is the week to do it. You're not going to be disappointed in any game. Specifically, though, you're going to want to watch that Bullies the Night Show game. That's a huge
100%.
game. But 5 points or less is my lock of the week. All close games. But yeah, that's how to do. I think one buzzer beater too. How about that?
Okay, I
Put
like
one
that.
buzzer beater. How about that? All right.
Let's let these people go.
Let's let these people go. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in for another show of the Sport Court Report. I'm Toby Prime. He's Johnny Bessiker. This is Bubba Dubs. As always, have a great week. And guess what? We'll see you Sunday.